In this Obsessed Let's Play live stream, we're going to be playing American Mah Jongg using the 2025 National Mah Jongg League card. And we're going to be playing at I Love Maj. Today's topic is about switching hands. I have a gig presentation in draft mode, and I thought we could go through it together to test it out. And I'd love to get your feedback. Before we do that, I just want to mention, well, first of all, thank you so much for joining my YouTube channel membership and supporting MAHJLIFE like you do. One of the perks to being an Obsessed tier member is that you can see dress rehearsals for speaking gigs. And many times the presentation is not given on my YouTube channel in nitty-gritty live streams. They're exclusive. It's exclusive content. Now, most of the content that I share in gigs are part of the nitty-gritty Let's Play live stream or the American Mah Jongg Skills and Strategies Matrix. All the skills and strategies that I teach are all in there, but it's just packaged in a different way for impact. So as an Obsessed tier member, you have access to these dress rehearsals. So I hope you enjoy this. Please feel free to give me feedback on the content, and we'll practice switching hands. Also, I just want to say thank you to our channel moderators for helping monitor the chat. Feel free to have a conversation through chat, but we'll try to keep it on this topic. Before we go into this, though, I want to bring up one of the hands on the card. And I feel that I believe that I have described it sufficiently, but people are still having trouble with this particular hand. This would be consecutive run number 7. 1, 2, 3, 7. The floating pair hand with the 5-number sequence where the pair matches the congs. Because the league shows the demo hand where the beginning of the run is a 1, they chose to put the pair as the 1. So people are assuming that the starting number must be the pair. So if you start with a 2, then that means your congs must be the pair. So it would be 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with congs of 2s, or 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with congs of 3s. But that is not how most people interpret that hand. The pair can be anywhere in the run, and the congs match whatever the pair is. So you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the congs would be 4 if the 4 is paired. If the 5 is paired, then the congs would need to be a 5. So anywhere in that run is the pair, and the congs match the pair. Does anyone want to comment on that? And have you experienced the same confusion, not only with yourself, but with people at the table that you've been playing with? I believe I have 1 on this hand, and the pair was anywhere in the sequence, and it was a valid hand. On the card, it actually says any 5 consecutive numbers, pair any number in run, congs must match pair, or congs match pair. So it doesn't say pair starts the run. It doesn't say that. It says pair any number. So that in the run of 5 numbers, any one of those numbers can be the pair. And then the congs match the pair. Any comments? Wes says that's how you interpreted it. Yep, me too, obviously. Okay, Susan, you have Mah Jongg for that hand where your pair was 5s. Mah Jongg times said it was valid. Yes. So was the description is good, but the example can be confusing. Yes. Yeah. Somebody posted on my Facebook page with questioning this hand, And I answered with what I just described. And then someone said, but the first number has to be match the Kong because that's what it shows on the card. But no, that is not correct. If that were true, then they would have said first number in run must match Kong's or something like that. But they didn't say that. They said pair any number in run. So there's flexibility in that range. I checked the website and they have not added hand level clarifications. They have on their rules clarifications, but nothing about the hands. So this one continues to be a problem. Candida says, I played it as directed in parentheses. Agnes says, confusing to my students, but I did my best to clear it up. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, that one is still causing challenges. And also, they also did not say these numbers only. Yep, that's correct. It's flexible, as is the case with all consecutive hands. You can start the run anywhere. Wes says, I think they would have shown it as a pair single Kong if the intent was for the first two. Oh, that's an interesting point. Yes. Yeah. They would have done pair and then 2, 3, 4, 5 as a block of 4, for example, or something like that. The space, yeah, that's kind of what I was envisioning, what you were saying there. So yes, this is continuing to be a problem. This might need to be a letter to the league. Incidentally, I wrote the league a letter asking about a situation, a particular or potential exploit in the game. And I got, I put in there a self-addressed stamped envelope. I got my self-addressed stamped envelope back, but instead of a reply to my question, I got a form to reorder the card. I don't even know what to do about that. I did not ask for another card. It was even before all this. It was like a month ago. I got my self-addressed stamped envelope with a form about ordering a new card in bulk, which was not even in my letter. The letter was about a scenario, a game scenario. I just don't even know what to think anymore, and I'm venting right now. So you're in a circle of trust at the moment. Oh my. Thank you, Wes. Oh my gosh. What is happening there? I just don't understand. I really don't. But that's okay. We're going to move forward now. There are plenty of other challenges in life that we need to address, and the league office is not one of them. So we're just going to move forward, and we're going to get to this presentation now. And I do want to give you a heads up also. We do have electricians here, and they have been interrupting me all morning. So I expect that they're probably going to come to the door and Riley is going to bark. They may even come through the house where I have to step away because we're having fans installed in our bedrooms upstairs. So it may be a bit interruptive. So I apologize in advance, and I'll let you know as we go what happens there. Let me see. Yeah, they're still here. Okay, let's see. Janet is asking, question with line 4 on the odd hand. Okay, question. Yep, that was another one I was going to bring up. Does the dragon have to match the 1 dot? No, because that's a number 10. When a white dragon is used as a number, any number tiles used with it don't have to correspond, because as a 0, it loses the corresponding attribute. So instead of a white dragon, it's a 0. So it can be used with any suit. So for example, with 4th hand down under odds, you can have 1 9 in BAMs, and then you can have a 1 crack with a white dragon as the 0. And that would represent the number 10. Also, one of our instructors brought up that there's a 0 there. Maybe they should have updated the header as 013579, because 13579 is supposed to have numbers 13579, and they threw in a 0. They just don't think things through. They really don't. They don't think things through. I mean, I think I've seen I don't know if I've ever seen a 1 + 9 = 10 before. I have seen 1s and 9s before. I don't remember what the rest of the hand was, but anyway, sometimes I just want to focus on Ricci Mah Jongg, and that's it. So I don't have to deal with, the card. It's just the transition to the new card is, not only is it a personal challenge because I got to transition myself, but we have to contend with the interpretation and then helping others figure it out, and dealing with the inconsistencies, the conflicts, the errors. It's just a huge challenge. Line 8 has 1s and 9s. Wait, line 8 has 1s and 9s. Yep, yeah, it does. Second hand from the bottom, But I'm thinking of a different hand. I've seen, like, I believe it was, let me see, what was it? I thought it was, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't want to waste any more time on what it might have been. I do have some cards that I can look through, but I'll do it later and maybe bring it up another time. But I don't understand their thought processes when they put a card together, and they just don't think, they're not forward thinking. So they don't think about, okay, what is going to happen when this card is put in front of a new player or players who are not part of the committee. What they should do, here's what they should do. Once the committee has suggested hands to the leadership, the decision makers, they should then create a card and give it to people who were not involved in that testing process to play with the card. Beta testing. They need to beta test the card, because there are going to be questions, and then they learn from those questions and make the corrections, and then they publish the card. So maybe what they should do is cut a month off of the testing and have alpha testing with the committee, and then beta testing with new unaffiliated melting pot of mahjong players, new and experienced, playing with a preview of the card to refine it before it goes to publishing. That's what should happen. And we would have a much easier time with the transition. But, I am not a decision maker, and I have no influence at all. I have no influence with the league whatsoever. So that's just a pipe dream, I guess. Anyhow. Okay, so are we ready? Are we ready to talk about switching hands? Sorry, I just saw dust in my keyboard, so I need to take care of the dust on my keyboard. Would be hard to keep the card quiet. Well, they'd probably have to sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, to participate. And they would probably do it in office. So it would be part of the process. Instead of just sending the card straight to the publishing person, the printer, they would invite maybe 4 tables of players in, beginners, intermediate, experienced, and have everybody play with the card, and then maybe do a survey afterwards. So, and document any questions they have while they're playing, and then submit that information And then the league would use that as lessons learned and refine the card before it goes to publishing. There are several challenges that could have been corrected if they had done something like that. But anyway, we'll see. We just have to move on. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, shall I share my screen and we'll get started? Here's my presentation. Okay, American Mah Jongg, the Pivot Playbook, the Art of Switching Hands. I have 2 gigs on the calendar for this topic. One is virtual, one is in person in La Jolla. And this is going to be a little more interactive because we're going to toggle to I Love Maj and actually do a game and demonstrate the content in this Pivot Playbook. And of course, there's a thank you slide where I thank the host and the champion who got me there. So my question to you is, what is your first reaction when you realize your hand isn't coming together? Do you adapt or do you double down? Put adapt in chat or double down. If you just double down, you dig in and go for it, even if things just aren't quite gelling. Let me know. Let me know. Adapt or double down. Write it in chat. Josie, Mary, adapt, adapt, adapt. Awesome. Adapt, Wes, yes. Adapt. Anybody double down? Adapt usually. Amy, thank you for your honesty. Okay, Charlotte, thank you for your honesty. Double down. Nancy, double down. Okay, interesting. This is going to be interesting. And to be fair and to be honest, on occasion, I do double down. Sometimes I double down, and we're going to talk about why. So the Pivot Playbook, this is where we're going to dive into one of the most powerful and underused skills in Mah Jongg. Switching hands. We're going to do this to build adaptability, reduce anxiety about changing hands, and increase strategic awareness through a guided challenge. Your potential to win isn't determined by the hand you're dealt, but by how you adapt as the game unfolds. Is everybody in it? In it to win it? Are you in it with me? Let's see. Mom Mateo. Oh, okay. Let's see. Tina, double down for a while, but then you switch. Okay. Candida, adapt usually, sometimes double down, depends. Okay, good. All right. So here we go. Let's dig into this. Play smart, adapt fast, fear less. That's the goal for this presentation. Play smart, adapt fast, and fear less. I played a hand at I Love Maj, and we're going to look at it with the lens of switchability. So here's the dealt hand. North, green, 3, 4, 5, 8 in bams, 4, 6, 8 in cracks, 1, 2, 3, 9 in dots. This is sorted by suit, and here it is sorted by rank or number. So with these tiles, what category would you focus on? I'll give you 10 seconds. Oh, Karen, yes, thank you. Alpha, beta testing, absolutely. Okay, so what category would you play? Put it in chat. What category would you play? And is it switchable? Would this be switchable? Will it pivot? Basically, the title of this slide is the Pivot Playbook. So will it pivot? Consecutive run or evens? You could do evens here because we have 2, 4, 6, 8 represented. When I first saw the hand, I immediately saw the 1, 2, 3 and dots, but I also saw a lot of 2, 4, 6, 8. So you could do consecutive run and evens. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move will it pivot after evens. So it'll say consecutive run or evens, and then will it pivot. So I'm going to modify that a little bit here. And incidentally, I got the will it pivot from Good Mythical Morning. Does anybody know? Will, do you know about Good Mythical Morning? They have a will it blend. So that's where the will it pivot came from. Good Mythical Morning. Just want to give a quick shout out to those dudes. Very funny group. Okay, good. I think we're on the same page. So let's watch what happens. On the first right, I know the screen's a little small, but I'm going to put this in groups of 2. So just do your best. I think what I could do is maybe go up here. Maybe it makes it a little bit bigger. I'm not sure. But anyway, so I passed 8 bam, 9 dot north. We're going to focus on consecutive run. Okay, probably 1, 2, 3, 4 or 2, 3, 4, 5 of some kind. So we received a 3 dot pair. So I thought, okay, let's focus on consecutive run. That was after the first right. Going across, I passed 7, 8, 6, or 6 crack, 8 crack, 7 dot. And we received a 2, 5, 7. So we got a 2 crack in there and a 5. So still 1 through 5 can work. Now we're going to the first left. I gave up a 4 because I thought, maybe we could play little odds, 1, 3, 5. So I let a 4 go and a green dragon, and then the 7. And then we got a north, 9, 8. And I thought, yep, let's think about maybe playing little odds. So consecutive run to little odds. Now at first I was thinking consecutive run or odds, but now consecutive run or little odds because of the tiles we got in. So outgoing north 9 red, and we received a 5, 7 north. So we'll probably keep the 5. Let's see. Yes, we're going across now. 8, 7 north across. We kept the 5 crack. So we still have consecutive run or maybe little odds. And this is what we received: a white dragon, a 2 bam, and a 7 dot. So with the last right, I passed 2, 4, 7. So we have little odds or 1, 2, 3 of some kind in here. In the optional across, we received east, south 8 in the last right. 2 wins we got. So in the optional across, I passed 8 dot south 2, and we received a red north 9. So I'm thinking like numbers with 3s or 5s. So started with consecutive run. We could have maybe done evens. So I'll probably do consecutive run or evens, then to little odds, then to like numbers with 3s or 5s. So that's how the Charleston ended. Now we're going to talk about how the game progresses. This is the starting lineup here, and I'm thinking little odds or like numbers with 3s and 5s. So like numbers with 3s or 5s here. So as the game moves on, based on what is out, there's all the 1s are going down. It looks like 1 crack, 2 1 cracks, a 1 bam is out there. And we have also in our hand pair 2, pair 3. So I'm thinking consecutive run. This is at 70 tiles remaining. So we're going to switch from like numbers to consecutive run. Then later at 50 tiles remaining, this is about 2 picks from the end game, we are switching to a year hand. And I'm going to share why in a few minutes. This is part of the challenge. Switching at milestone 50 here. So we have a year hand potential in here. 2025 with 5s. So that would be the first hand. And at 44 tiles remaining, a robot 1, with incidentally consecutive run number 7, where the pair is the second number in. So you could see we made a pretty good recovery with a year hand here. We've got lots of twos, a 2-dot pair and 5s. So we had some kind of a year hand. Changing our hand, what was that? 4 times? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. We actually considered evens in there, so 5 different categories, and we ended up with a potential year hand. We didn't quite make it. It didn't quite gel, but we changed intentionally along the way. Why does pivoting matter? The whole idea of pivoting is to make a change, to completely change the way something is done. That's a pivot. In Mahjong, to pivot means to switch from one hand to another in response to changing circumstances, such as tile availability, player discards exposures, or evolving hand development. Any questions about the definition of a pivot? A pivot, switch, those are synonymous, okay? Switching hands and pivoting, those are synonymous. Okay, so I don't see any questions, so here we go. Here's why it matters. Number 1, it optimizes your winning potential. Pivoting helps you realign your hand with the best possible outcomes as the game unfolds. So you want to be able to be comfortable with the idea of pivoting. Number 2, it reduces emotional attachment to failing hands. By shifting early, you can avoid sunk cost decisions. And I love this term, sunk cost. What that means is choices made based on how much you've already invested in a hand, time, effort, and tiles, rather than on what's actually best moving forward. This is sometimes where I get stuck. I personally get stuck with sunk cost. It's a sunk cost fallacy. It's the I've come this far, I can't give up now mindset, when switching would improve your chances of winning. Now, it does depend on how far you are into the game, and we can talk about that when we get to the demo. Number 3, it improves adaptability in real time. Strengthens your ability to assess the table and adjust based on shifting tile flow and opponent behavior. Here's the card. This is my American Mah Jongg card. You can see that we have lots of options. The card this year has 70 options. On my mark card, I haven't counted the hands, but it's seemingly endless options, endless potential. We have lots and lots of choices, and there are commonalities as well. The reality is that hands are not static. Discards happen. Exposures restrict, risks increase. You must adapt to the actual flow of play. What looks switchable early may be unplayable later. You've got to consider feasibility, dependency, and switchability. Dependency is, okay, now I need to switch these slides. I need to do feasibility first. Feasibility is the likelihood that something can be done, made, or achieved. In Mahjong, can a switch be done based on the dependencies, including tiles you need that were discarded or exposed? With dependency, so here I need to put dependency first. So dependency, feasibility, then switchability. So with dependency, in a situation where you need something and are unable to continue normally without them, that's a dependency. In Mahjong, you might ask yourself, do other categories or hands use similar patterns and shapes, plus 2 or more of the tiles in your hand? Just because there's a commonality doesn't mean you can do it. There are dependencies. So then we have feasibility, and then we have switchability. This is the ability to change or switch something easily. In Mahjong, your switchability or your ability to switch to another category or hand depends on whether you have the necessary patterns, shapes, and tiles to make it feasible at the decision point. So there's a lot more involved than just looking at the card and looking at commonalities. So I do see some instructors with switchable hands, and they would point out, for example, year number 4 and evens number, let's see, 8. Okay, those are switchable hands. Well, maybe they are. It just depends on what's gone out, what's been discarded, what's been exposed. Just because they look similar on the card, it doesn't mean that that you're going to have the dependencies, and it doesn't mean that it's going to be feasible, depending on what happens at the table, to make it switchable. You don't know until the moment you have to make that decision. So knowing the commonalities is good. It's important to understand the common patterns and shapes, but you can't just, it's going to be fruitless or in vain to memorize switchable hands, because there's so much more involved in the process, in the decision-making process. Most players have one big fear: changing direction mid-hand. Adaptability isn't just a fallback, it's a sign of strength. Great players know how to adjust without second guessing, and that's what we want to try to focus on in this skill builder. Stubborn or strategic? Think about this in the way you play. Do you play with a fixed style of play or an adaptive style of play? With a fixed style of play, you've got limited flexibility, missed opportunities, and rash decisions typically. In adaptive style of play, you have increased awareness, greater adaptability, and smarter choices. So you want to focus on adaptive style of play, being adaptive. You don't want to pick a hand right away and just dig in, double down, kind of like early on the question that came up. You want to play with an adaptive style of play. Build adaptability and ease anxiety with this powerful skill builder. Train your eye to read the table and adjust quickly. Shift gears with confidence under pressure, if that is the case at the moment. Build instincts that help you adapt when your plan changes. This is not a one-time challenge. It's an ongoing adaptability skill builder. So I recommend that you do it often, maybe weekly. The rules are simple. You must switch hands at each milestone. No exceptions. Why? Because this forces you to stay flexible and think dynamically. Here's how you're going to do it. Play 4 games in a row. The first game, you're going to pivot after the first left. You're going to switch hands. So you're going to get your dealt hand, and then after the first left, you're going to switch to something else based on the tiles in your hand. Game 2, pivot after the Charleston. Game 3, pivot at 70 tiles left. And game 4, pivot at 50 tiles left. Each game pushes you to make decisions at different moments. This way you'll feel what it's like to pivot under different kinds of pressure. And we're going to play at I Love Maj, but instead of doing 4 games in a row due to time, we're going to do it in 1 game. That's an option. So we're going to go to I Love Maj now. And we're going to play with robots. And they are kicking the booties of everybody right now. These robots are winning every game. So here we go. We're going to do the pivot challenge. And we're going to pivot at those milestones. First left, after the Charleston, 70 tiles remaining, and 50 tiles remaining. So here we go. We have a joker. We have a north pair, green, white dragon. Then we have 4, 5, 9 in BAMs, 3, 6, 7 in cracks, 1, 8, 9 in dots. If these were your tiles, what would you focus on? Which category would you focus on? if these were my tiles, I would keep the north because it's a multiple, and then I would keep 6, 7, 8, 9 consecutive run. 6, 7, 8, 9. Somebody is saying odds, wins with odds. Okay, so let's see if we can keep odds too. I think we have enough to keep odds as well, but I'm thinking 6, 7, 8, 9, or maybe 3, 6, 9. And we do have tiles we can pass, but look, that is super risky. I would not do that. I would let probably, here's a 3. I'd let the north go because we might be able to do an odd hand in here. Okay, we got a 9 crack pair, or 9 crack single there. Sorry, here's a 1 dot and a 3. We have 2 clear discards, north white, and I would pass that. So now we need to let something go. I think the 8 looks like an odd hand to me. This is why you don't want to pick a hand right away, because clearly this will be an odd hand of some kind. The 2, the south can go. Now we need to let something go. I don't know if I would pass. Can you move that? No. I don't know if I would pass a 6 dot with a 2. We could let the 6 crack go though. Okay, there's a 1, a dragon, and a 2, 6. Okay, so now we're switching hands. So we're going to switch to something else. So instead of odds, let's leverage the 1 and switch to 1, 3, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4 of some kind. Maybe little odds. So we're switching from odds to 1, 2, 3, or little odds, 1, 3, 5. So here we go. We're going to keep going. Let's let a 9 go here. There's a 5. We'll keep it. Here's a 7. 1, 3. Oh, we switched though. Let's pass 6, 9 like that. 1, 3, 5, or 1, 2, 3. There's a 1. North 7, 9 can go. Okay, we have a pair of dragons in here. So let's see. We have 1 dot pair, 1 crack pair. Maybe we could play like numbers. We have to switch in a minute. I think I would probably let this 5 dot go and pass 3. We're at a pivot point. Okay, so now we have a red dragon and a green dragon pung. We need to switch hands again. So we were doing 1, 2, 3 or little odds. I would switch to like numbers with 1s, probably. Maybe the concealed hand. So let's focus on like numbers with 1s. Maybe the concealed hand. We can use this joker as the missing 1 bam. It's not ideal because we don't have a pair of flowers. As an option with 1s like that, maybe we could play 1, 2, 3 dragon, consecutive run. So it would be the 1, 2, 3, 6 hand down. That probably would be better than like numbers, but we have enough discards to keep these dragons. So let's start by discarding the 9. So we switched. There's a joker up. Now we're going to keep going with probably, I think, 1, 2, 3 dragon. This is the 6th hand down under consecutive run. We're going to focus on this until 70 tiles, and then we're going to switch. Okay, we got another 1. There's a 2. We have a lot of 1, 2, 3. Oh, we could have punged that. I went too fast. That's okay. We can recover. There's a 3. Okay, so now we're at a place where we need to probably let something go. If we're doing 1, 2, 3 dragon, 6 hand down, we really don't need this 3. Oh, there's a joker. Flower. We got a flower. We weren't ready for that. Oh, I did let the 1 dot go, but we have a joker. That 1 dot is going to be 1 dot pung. We could have punged that, but we have such a weak hand. I wouldn't commit at this point. We need a pair of that. Okay, now we're at the next pivot point, this milestone 70. So instead of 1, 2, 3 dragon, let's switch to like numbers with dragons concealed. It's going to be a gap hand though, because we have no 1 bam. This joker could be the 1 bam. At least we have a flower. So we're going to focus on like numbers with 1s and dragons concealed until we get to 50. Then we may switch again. Flower. Okay, now 1 bam. We're concealed. We can't call that. We're at 59 tiles, so we're letting it go. Green. Okay, we're at 50 tiles now, so we're going to switch. We're going to switch to something else. So I would switch to, we were thinking of the concealed hand. I would switch to the second hand. We could still switch within the category. So we're going to let the dragons go. We have a gap either way, but now if a 1 bam goes down, we could pung and use the 1 crack as our Kong. It's a little bit risky. Let's let the dragon go. We need to Kong that. I would leave. I would not do that though, because we need to be able to pung a 1 bam if it goes down. Oh, there's a joker. We're going to take it. We still need a pair, but now we have an extra joker. Uh-oh. Oh no, we're done. We're done for. There's no more flowers. So now we have to switch again. Is there any, do we have any recourse at the moment? I don't think so. We're going to ignore that. We're going to just try. Oh, actually, here's a, maybe we can switch to something else. Let's see. 1, probably not at this point in the game. 30 tiles remaining. That joker swap was risky, but that's okay. Sometimes it pays off. We're probably going to just fold. Okay, so they got a Mah Jongg. And we basically were hit because of the Kong and the pung of flowers. We still needed a pair, and we switched from the concealed hand to the exposable hand with the help of jokers, but our tiles didn't go down in time when this other player Konged. So now we're going to go back to this presentation and talk about switchability. The takeaways here are switching is not a weakness, it's wisdom. The tiles are always talking, so observe, respond, and pivot with purpose. A good player knows their plan. A great player knows when to change it. In our example, in our challenge there, we were forcing ourselves to do it. Try the pivot challenge. Track your pivots and reflect on your patterns. Reflect on how it feels and if the anxiety diminishes. Teach this skill builder to someone who struggles with switching hands. And know that if you practice switching on purpose, you'll be ready when you need to switch under pressure. You can find lots more about skill building and strategies at MAHJLIFE on my website, or in my videos on YouTube, and you can also join the conversation on Facebook. If you like this talk, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please consider doing that so that you don't miss an opportunity to learn a new strategy or pick up an insight to the game that could give you an advantage at the table. Between now and the next talk, may all your picks be keepers. All right, that is the talk. Any thoughts, questions, concerns? I do need to make a few changes in here, but not too much. And I also need to figure out how long that took. I think that took about 30 minutes or so. So that would leave time for a Q&A and maybe even another hand to demonstrate. Great presentation. Can't wait to try the exercise. Yes. And I'll have the pivot points in the video description. You were surprised that I took the joker. You already had the pair. You wouldn't have done that. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I was thinking we were at a pivot point and we needed to switch to maybe that second hand above it where we could use jokers for the flowers. So I think it was risky, but we are forcing the switching. So in a normal situation, I probably would not have done it. It will help you not be more nervous. It's okay to be risky. It is. It absolutely is. Yes. Okay. So I will watch this back and make changes. I don't recall. I know the dependency switchability were some of those changes. I don't remember what else was the change. Oh, I know what I need to do. I think I need to put the example underneath. Oh, I remember what I was going to switch. We need to put the example underneath the pivot points, the milestones. Let's see. Where are they? Oh, here they are. Okay. Oh, this is much better. Okay, so I moved the screenshots under where we show the pivot points, and that way it'll make more sense showing the example. And then I also switched will it pivot under consecutive run and evens. So what is, oh, let's see. Well, let me circle back to hardest to pivot when you have to break up a pung or kong. Well, you can use jokers though, if you need to. Let's see, you're not that adaptive in any area of your life. Oh, Nancy, that's not good. Okay, don't know what I could start with Mah Jongg. Oh, good, very good mindset. Okay, Patricia says, what does floating mean? Floating just means that you have choices. You can change the pair in that 5-number range, so you can modify it based on where the kongs develop in your hand, so that pair can float. So let's say, for example, you have a pair of ones with a 1, and you have a pair of 2s and another 2, and then you have a run of 5, and so you could pair 1 or 2. Until you know what your kong is, that pair can float. You can just make it change. It's flexible. It's fluid. So just think of it as being fluid until you commit with your kongs. Then you have to lock it in. So it does get locked in eventually. Okay. All right, so I think I've got it. I think I have got it. So now I will double check on the timing and see if it works and send it to my client for review. Thank you so much for your input. Marcia, thank you so much for joining as a channel member. That's Lucky. He's our welcome wagon. All right, so now we're going to play more. We're going to go to I Love Mah, and we'll just open it up and play the game normally now. So just gameplay with commentary. We'll talk about the card, talk about the changes if you like. Here we have a Pung of East, a Red Dragon, 1 BAM 789, 9 BAM pair, 2 7 crack, 2 7 dot, 7 dot pair. So with these tiles, if these were your tiles, what would you focus on? If these were my tiles, I'd probably play big odds or 7 8 9 of some kind. 7 8 9 of some kind here. I need to get up and check on my air because it is hot in here. So I would play 7 8 9 of some kind. We have 2 pair in there. We have a Kong of East, but it doesn't really fit with odds. And we have 2 2s and a 1. Red Dragon, I'd break up the East and pass 1 2. Here's a 7. Now we have a South. I'd keep the South, let the East Red 2 go. Quint. I don't think I'd play a Quint with no jokers with this one because we have pairs. If we have a big multiple like a Pung, I would consider a Quint. But here we've got pairs. So I think it's too little, too tiny. I think what I would maybe consider is the concealed hand, or with multiple 7s in here, big odds, probably 7. We might be able to swing the 4th hand down pair hand, 7 8 pair hand if we get a flower, but we've got a couple long shots going on here. We've got an East, a 1 and a 4 that can go. Here's a 7, 7 8 9. We're going to keep, oh, Agata stopped the Charleston. We can pass 3, East 2 3. Okay, we have North and South with 7s. I'd switch to North and South with 7s. We have no gaps for North and South with 7s. Unless we get 8s and a flower, I would say the 1 2 3 5th hand down under Winds and Dragons. We don't have to pick a hand though. Technically, we can just be flexible and see what happens. Okay, there's another pair. So let's just consider it. Three dot, it's right there on a Pung. So there's a 5 dot out. I was hoping for big odds, but we have no 5s. There's a 9. Let's let the 3 BAM go. I would not call anything. We don't even know what hand we're playing. There's an 8, 7 8 9. Seven, 8, 9. Maybe, what about 7 8 9 concealed? Still no flower in here though. 1 dot, we don't need that. I would not pick a hand. We're just going to gather. We can continue to gather here. Not a lot we can do except gather. We're stuck in gather mode at the moment. Okay, there's a 7, 7 8 9, 7s. Let's let the 9 go. We got a winner. This is what's happening. I've heard some complaints on social media about the robots at I Love Maj winning every game, and people are getting really discouraged. Okay, let's play again. All right, we have East West pair pair, but we have a pair of threes. We do have two sixes though. Let's see. We have this 8. The 8 and 7 can go. I was thinking maybe we could do news with dragons concealed, but we have no north. If we're doing east and west, we don't need threes. So let's let the 3 crack go. Oh, and then we got a 3. Okay, let's let the 1 go. East and west go with evens, so we can't use threes. And also we don't have I don't pass like numbers typically. So I would either let the dragon go or I would let the south go. I think what I'd rather do is horde wins. Okay, so here's another dragon. 8, 3, 6. Let's do. We're focusing on wins. Here's a west. So let's continue with 3, 7, and then we'll let the 8 go. We're just going to focus on wins. There's a north and a south. Okay, now we need to make a choice. Let's just let the green dragon go. It doesn't really, it's kind of arbitrary at the moment. 1, 3, 8. Okay, we can pass. There's a north. Okay, I would probably play the first hand. Let's see, probably pung, kong, kong, pung. Because we could pung north, kong west, pung south. And all we need is one good pick for east. So I'd say we're a contender for this one. So that was a good one. We trusted the process with the wins. They did come in. This is one reason why you don't want to pass 2 wins. If someone gave us north or 2 wins together. Now we could maybe play the concealed hand. The concealed hand, pair, pair, pung, 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 kong, kong. We need a kong of dragons. We're looking for wins in a dragon. Oh, I thought maybe they're doing 1, 2, 3, 4. They must be playing 1, 3, 3, 5 on the right. Oh, that's our tile. Since the red dragon is down, I think I would play the first, the first new. Yep, there goes the other dragon. We can keep the green one. Let's let the dragon go. Somebody else must be playing wins. Okay, now we need to make a choice. I think this is where I would Kong. We'll let the dragons go. So the first hand under wins. Seems like, oh, we need to, first hand, we're going to Pung. So first hand, second option. We need an east or a joker. I am going kind of fast. That 8 dot is locked in. That 8 dot joker. Okay, we're going to pung. Obviously, they know what we need. We need a joker or an east. Oh, north. Are we going to get a joker at all? No. Oh, we got a joker. We got one. Okay, we need an east. East to win. Or a flower. We could do a joker exchange. Oh, well. No. Okay, wall game. So we did get to a ready position, though, which is nice. All right, let's play again. So we have a pair of eights over here on the right. West, green, 2, 8, 9 in bams, 2, 5, 9 in cracks, 3, 5, 8 in dots, pair 8. If these were your tiles, tell me that you would play 7, 8, 9, because that's what I would do. 7, 8, 9 of some kind. We don't need to pick a hand, not yet. I suppose we could hold the evens to see if 4, 6 come in. Let's throw 3, 5 green. Okay, there's a 2. We have a 1, a 5, and a west. We could do 2, 4, 6, 8, or 8, 9 of some kind. There's a 4. It's really not gelling, though. I'd almost rather hold wins. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 5. I think I'm just going to reassess. So we have a 2 and an 8, 2 bam, 8 dot, 8, 9, or 2, 4, 8, no 6. Really, the 2, 4, 6, 8 is not gelling. We have a gap, no 6. But we could do 1, 2, 3, 4. Or we could maybe even switch to a year hand or east and west with evens. So let's let the 4 go. Or actually, you know what? We could do 2, 3, 4, 5 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and use the joker as the missing 3. Let's let the 1 go with an 8 and a 9. So let's focus on 2s. Let's focus on the 2s. There's a 3. We're going to keep going. So let's do 9, 8. We have 2s, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 4, 2 year hand maybe. Let's see here. I don't think this really matters what we pass at that point. Let's see. The dragon, can we use the dragon? Probably not. Let's see. 8, 6, dragon. I think those can go. There's a 2 and a 1. Let's see. The 8 can go. The 6 can go. So we have 2 crack pair, 2 bam pair, 3, 4, 5. Probably the east can go. Without a west, the east is useless. We could maybe play a year hand dragon. Here we have a 4 dot pair now, 2, 2, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a hand in here with no gaps. 1, 2, crack, 3, 4 dot. Second hand down on the right. 1, 2. We can ignore that. So we do have some year potential, but no white dragon. We have a lot of 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4 is probably what I would focus on. There's a flower. We could maybe play even hand. We could maybe play like numbers with 2s. 7.
7, 4,
2 through 5, or 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What about if we try for that floating pair hand? We have 2 through 6 with 2s. I wouldn't commit though. We need a 2-dot pair. I would not commit until we get that pair. The 2-dot needs to be a pair, not a 4. All right, now we have to make a choice. We could do 1, 2, 3, 4. We could Kong here. We do have a hand with no gaps. I think I'd almost rather play like numbers and let that go. I think like numbers might be, the 2s are out though also. The 2 cracks are out. We're gonna let it go. 2 cracks are out. No, don't need that. This did not gel quick enough. 4, nah. 3, 4 over there. There's a 1. Okay, so we are playing a hand of least resistance. 1, we could use jokers if we have to. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna need a lot of jokers though. But let's just see what happens. We would need to pung, so let's let the flower go. So we're playing the second hand down on the right under consecutive run. Oh yeah, of course. Okay, north and south with 9s. We had a hard time. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, chow hand, 3 through 7. That's the 4th hand down across from us. North and south with 9s is the winner. 5th hand down under Winds and Dragons. 3, 4, 5, 6. Pung Kong, Pung Kong. 3 discards there. All right, here we go. Oh, we've got flowers and 9s. Jokers. So let's see. Whoa, we have a hand in here right now. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Look at that. Wait, where's that? Yeah, we need flowers. We've got the flowers. This is the 5th hand down under odds. Pung of flowers, 1, 3, 5 in BAMs, 7-dot Kong, 9 crack Kong. We have only 3 discards. There's a keeper. We have to let something go. So we're going to let the 9 go. At least we can call it or use a joker. Okay, we don't have any keepers here. And no keepers. I would keep going. I would try to see if we can get that 9 back. And I would risk passing 2 wins here. We want to try to get that 9 back. No, but we got the 9, the 7-dot. We have 2 tiles to pass. Okay, so we're set. We're ready to Kong, 7-dot, 9 crack. We have 2 discards, so we're a front runner on this one. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th hand down under odds. So let's find out where the 9 crack is. We need that 9. Somebody kept the 9 crack. Stinker joker or robot, the stinking robot. We need that. So we are one away from ready. We may actually beat these robots. There it is. Okay, we're ready on a 7 dot. We'll just put that where it goes. So there's 2 jokers open. Flower. We don't need it. We need a pung, and we have a pung. Oh, they got one. We need that dragon. Green dragon. Okay, we need that green dragon. Joker will do. Mah Jongg. We won a game against these stinking robots. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, fifth hand down. Okay, so they're on the left, they're playing, looks like a 3, 6, 9 hand across from us. Year hand with dragons. Third hand down on the right, an even hand. We kicked their booties. All right, now we have pair 4 bam, pair 5 dot. Train your eye to target the multiples. So 4 bam, 5 dot. Whatever we do, we're going to use 4, 5. So we would hold 3, 4, 5, 6 probably. So 9, let's say 7, 8. Now this 7, we could do maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, but we have a pair 5. Let's see, we could do this though. Let's let the 2 go here. Or we could keep the 2 and let the south go. There's a 2 crack pair. We need to be able to pass though. 9. Actually, let's do 2 crack with an 8 crack. 1, 2, 8. So there's a 6. That is in our range. Let's pass 1, 8, 9. There's a 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6. I would mitigate the risk and let the 2 go with a 9. Here's a 2, 3. So we have 1 clear discard there. An 8 can go. I'd probably let, let's see, 3, 8, 2, 3 crack. We have 5, 6, and 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's pass the 3, 8. No keepers, but we do have some little odds in here now. There's some little odd potential in there. Let's pass 3. Okay, and there's a 7. So we have 3 through 3, 4, 5, 6, or 4, 5, 6, 7. We do have some little odds in here. We could maybe even play a year hand. Let's let the south go. So we'll see. We're going to gather. We're not really in a position to pick a hand, but, oh, excuse me. We do have a hand in here with no gaps. 3, 4, bam, 5, 6 dot. Second hand down on the right. 7 dot pair. 5, 7. Okay. One bam. Let's see. We have 1, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. This does not work. We can do 4, 5, 6, 7 or 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's let the one dot go. There's a 6. Let's let the 2 dot go. 5, 6, 7. One crack. We don't need that. Okay, now we can't call that, but we could maybe do, well, we could if we do 4, 5, 6, 7, we could pung, and we have a hand with no gaps. So let's take it. Oh, wait. Oh, they called it and they were ahead of us, so we can get their joker if we do 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we do take that joker, that will affect our hand a little bit. But what could we do instead of the 4? We could, because we could do 3, 4, 5, 6 or 4, 5, 6, 7. I thought something went down here. The 4 is out of commission. I would say the 4 is out of commission. I would focus on the dots and take it. Let's let the 9 go. Maybe 5, 6, 7 dragon. So this would be the 5th hand down, but it's a pair gap hand. Or we can just continue to gather and see what happens. Just continue to gather. Don't need east. Let's see here. We can keep that for a bit. Let's let the 1 bam go. We have 3, 4, 5, 6 of some kind. We do have a chow in there now. What I was thinking is maybe we could do 2, 3, 4. There's 2 bam out there right here. 2, 3, 4 chow, 5, 6. Maybe. Or not. We weren't ready to call that 6. I think we'd be better off with 3, 4, 5, 6.7 crack. So we really shouldn't be calling that. A 3, no. A 6 bam. Let's let this 1 go. So we have 4, 5, 6, 4, 5. Let's see. Really, the 6 crack probably can go. No. There's a 6. Let's let this, let's see. We have 5, 6, 7, 5, 6. Let's let the 6 crack go. It would be nice if we can get a flower in here. I would not call that. 5 bam. Maybe we could play the concealed hand. Let's let the 3 go. Single pair pung. Single pair pung. Single pair pung. Single pair pung. We need a 4 dot and a pair of flowers. Flower. Let's let this flower or this white dragon go. So consecutive run, last hand, concealed. We need a 4 dot. We can use the joker for the 6 bam. So let me put this flower down here and we'll put the joker by the 6. So single pair pung, single 4 dot pair pung, flower. So oh, that stinker. They got a 4 dot up there. But This hand came together after a struggle. Okay, next we have a pair of twos. Pair 3, 2, 3. So that means consecutive run, 2, 3, 4 of some kind. Let's let the 9 go with an 8. And then since we have 2, 3 paired in different suits, we don't need the dragon. Here's a 1, 2, 3, 4 now. There's a 2, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3, 3, 4. Let's let the 6 go. We have tiles to pass. We don't need any of those. Let's just put these in order at the moment here. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. 2, 3, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lots of 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Darn it. I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Okay, pass. We don't need these. Okay, now we have a 2, 3. So really we don't need north, south. I think I would probably let the dragon go and keep the 4 for flexibility. We don't know yet what we're playing. So now we have 2 wins and 2 9s. We have 1, 2, 3 in dots, 3, 4 in cracks, 1, 2, 3, 4 of some kind. I would keep it all. I'd maybe pass 2. There's a 2. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then we have a 9 dot southeast we'll let go of. So we're gathering consecutive run of some kind. I wouldn't call it anything yet. Oh, so now we have a little bit of little odds in here. 1, 3, 5. No, there's a 5. Okay, so I would not call anything yet. I don't know what we're playing, so would not commit. No. We need to probably just think it through a little bit. 2 crack, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Second hand down on the right, 1, 2 dot 3, 4 crack. We're gonna just let it go. The 9 dot can go. Oh my goodness, they're just really being bullies. Let's see, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 2 dot pair, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would not call that. We don't have a strong enough hand to really do much, but we would maybe take that joker. We could maybe take that joker. Let's do. Oh, but now we've made them pure. Well, we're going to use that 2 crack, probably. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Shoot. I accidentally discarded that 3. No, that's okay. All right, well, let's see what we can do now. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, pung, pung, kong, kong, and we're not going to let them win. They need a kong of 2s, and we've got it. So we're going to do 2, 3, 4, 5, and block their win. There's no way they can win with that up there. They need a pure kong. With that hand, make sure you have your kong in hand before you commit with your pungs. Okay, so let's kong. So we need to pung 2, pung 4. And we're just on a blocking moment here. Oh, look at, we could do 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, we can't do that because the 5 crack is a column. So that's all right. I wouldn't want to discard that 2 crack anyway. So we should have good discards here. Oh, they're playing. Oh my gosh, I got tricked. They're playing 2, 4, 6, 8 with 2s. Fourth hand down. I thought they were playing the Kong hand. All right. My bad. All right, let's play again. Okay, let's see if we can do 2 more hands in here. We have a green dragon pair, 6-man pair. So I'd probably do a 2, 4, 6, 8 hand. 2, 4, 6, 8. There is a 1 suit dragon hand. 6s and an 8. We have 8s. Let's let the 6 go. Okay, so we have 4, 6, 3, 4, 6, 1 red. Let's let the 2 go. 4 can go, 9 can go, the 3 can go. 4, 6, 8, 8. 4, 6, 8, 8. Maybe the concealed hand. They could also have been playing number 1 of the year. Oh yeah, good point. Thank you, Wes. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna pass. We want to keep going. So we have 6, 8, 6, 7, 8. South can go. The 2, 4, 6, 8 hand is really not coming in. So I would consider switching to something else. 6, 7, 8 of some kind. Let's let that go. And the dragon even. It's just not coming in. Now we get the 2, 4, 6, 8. Geez. Okay, let's let that go. All right, we got the 4 back. It's all right to change your mind. Let's just let that go. Now, there's a 6. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 8, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8 with 6s. We have no flowers. Fourth hand down under evens. We have 6, 8, 2. We can maybe try the addition hand under evens. Let's just pass 2. There's a 3. 3, 6, 8, 3. I'd probably let that go. We can let, there's an 8. So we have 2, 4 crack, 6, 8 bam. First hand on the right under evens. There's no gaps for that hand. This card is tricky. It is. Yeah, that 2 bam is not coming in. 6 dot to the left. There's a 5. 4, 4, 5, 6, 6, 8. I would not call that yet. 5 dot no. I'd rather wait. These robots are a pain in the tuchus. 2, 4. I don't think our hand is strong enough. I'd wait. What hand are we playing? I don't know. I don't think I would pick a hand. I think this 5 can go though. No. 8, 9. Oh, you feel like people hold longer doing an exposure with this card? I'm not surprised. That could be part of the learning curve though. Okay, now I would probably claim a discard for 2, 4, 6, 8. Pung Kong, but we're gonna need a joker for the 8. Let's see, the 4 crack I don't see yet. We still are a contender for this, I think. Okay, here we need to Kong. Of course they would get the Joker right away. Of course they would. Stinking robots. Here's an 8. We need a Joker. Okay, Pung. Okay, we came a long way. Just a couple of good picks. There we go. So we need the 8 bam and there's 1 left. There, Mah Jongg. Thanks to Jokers. Shady robots. Yes, they are shady. They're sketchy as HE double hockey sticks. Okay, now we have a widespread. So south green 3, 8, 9 in bam, 7, 8, 9 in cracks, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in dots. So I do see 2 3s, 2 9s. I'm thinking either 6, 7, 8, 9 or 3, 6, 9. I'd let the green go and probably this 2. Floating pair, 2, 3 with 8s, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What would your Kongs be, Wes? 9s, 8s, or 9s? 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8s to be determined. Okay, there's a 7. The 3 can go. The south can go. We do have a run of 4, and we have 7s. I was thinking 3, 6, 9. Maybe we should keep the 9 and let an 8 go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's the run of 5. We've got 7s. Let's let the 8 crack go. A 4. Okay, we don't have 4s. That doesn't work. We can let the 8 go though. Okay, let's let the 8 go with a red dragon. All right, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's let a 9 crack go. Okay, no keepers. A 9 dot. No, we don't need that. Oh, yeah, that's fine. A 3. No. We don't need that 9 bam. Okay, we got the 8s back. Shoot. Okay, so we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 7, 8, 2 tiles. We could pass 3, south 2, and then one of the 8s. All right, we've got discards. This 8 can go. I think I would hold the 7s for maybe that Kong, that floating pair hand, but it's a long shot. I think I would rather play 4, 5, 6, 7, or 3, 4, 5, 6 second hand down under consecutive run and leverage that pair of 4s. Oh, nice. Thank you. I'm taking it, you stinking robot. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's too long of a range, but we're gonna narrow it down here in a minute. We need more tiles to help us with our choices. Okay, so here's 6, 7. Let's let the 5 go. 5 bam over there. Now 7, 8, 6, 7, 2 through 7. 8. Oh, 8. No, it's too late. We already let the 8s go. So we have 2 through 8 there. We do have 2 7s. We've got a pair of 4s in here. That needs to be our pair. A 6. 6 crack. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's let the 2 go. Okay. 3, 4, no, not 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could pung 4, 5, 6, 7, and we could pung. I would. We have a hand with no gaps. Okay, we need to pung. Okay, we're only going to be able to cong one of these. Okay. Oh, I almost threw away that 7. We needed that 7. Okay, we need to cong. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7. We need one more good pick for that 5 dot. Joker. Nice. Okay, we're ready on a 5, 7. 5 or 7 for the win. Or a joker. Someone threw a joker. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, these robots, they're so discouraging. Okay, here we go. You were cringing on what part? The whole thing is cringy. It's all cringy. Okay, 8 bam pair right there. 8 bam pair. So with these tiles, what would you do with this, the 7? Oh, because I was going to discard it. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so we have an 8 bam pair. Would you do 2, 4, 6, 8, or would you do a 7, 8, 9 of some kind? I would do a 7, 8, 9 of some kind. 7, 8, 9, maybe with the dragon. 7, 9. Let's see. We could maybe hold the 2, 4 and see if a 6 comes in. We could do 5 through 9. Let's start by passing those 3. There's a 2. Here's an 8, 9. Let's let the red go. So now we have choices. We have no 6, so let's let the 2 go with a 5. Let's focus on 7, 8, 9 of some kind. There's a 9. Here's a 6. 1, 2, 4. That's kind of risky. Let's see. We have 6, 7 dot, 8, 9 bam, no gaps. 8, 9, 9, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. I think we can probably make that better. Here's a 6 through 9 now. Here's an 8, 9. We're going to keep going. Now we got to let something go. We have 8, 9, 7, 9, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's let these 7 go. There's an 8. Let's go for a pair hand. It's a little bit risky playing a pair hand. 8-9 pair hand. Dot spams cracks. Okay, we got our work cut out for us here. Let's start by discarding these ear tiles. 7, 8, 9. We're doing the 8-9 pair hand, fourth one down. Fourth hand down under singles and pairs. We could switch to the concealed consecutive hand if we need to. Can't call for anything. We're gathering. We need to keep an eye on the 9 crack. Let's get rid of the year tiles here. We're going to stay concealed. Okay, now the year tiles are out. Wow. Oh, Pung. Pung of flowers. Okay, here's 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a 6 bam out right there. We need flowers. Man, why do they always get the jokers? There's a 6. 2 can go. A flower. Okay. Let's try. We're gonna try for 8, 9 pair hand now that we have the flower. Okay, so we have that. We need a 9 crack and a 9 dot. There's a 9 dot right here, 9 crack up there. Oh no, that's the second one. Okay. Let's let the flower go. Oh my goodness. Oh, geez. 7, 8, 9. Yes. Okay. All right. One more game. Let's see if we can get a win in on these robots here. Here's a 7 crack pair. 7 crack pair. 7, 9, 3, 4, 6, 8, 7, 9. 7 crack pair. 7, 9. 7, 9 offsuit dragons. Let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe we could do a 1 suit dragon hand. We can't keep all these tiles. 5 bam, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We cannot keep all these tiles. Flower. Let's let the red go for safety here. There's a 9. Okay, so 7, 4. We cannot keep all these tiles. Let's let the 6 go. Here's a 9. East, 4, 8 can go. I'm hoping we get a, here's a 5 crack. Continue. Let's let the flower or that white dragon go. Now we have to make a choice. 5, 7, 9. 5, 7, 9. Maybe we can play the 5th hand down. Let's let this 9 dot go. Oh, 5, 7, dragon. Okay, now we have to let something go. A flower. 5, 7, 9, dragon. 5, 7, 9, dragon. I think I would pass a flower. Brace yourselves. 9. Oh, we need that. Get back here. Okay, we're gonna pass 2. Okay, we're 2 away from the 3rd hand down. We're set. We're a front runner here. We need to Kong the 5. We've got the Pung of 7s. We need to Kong the 9 and Pung the dragon. 5, 7, 9 dragon, 3rd hand down on the right. Oh, there's a 6. No. Oh, we need to Pung. Nobody wants that. Ah, sad. I was hoping, that's a Pung for us. I was hoping we could do 5, 7, 7, 9 big odds. Okay. Oh, that was weird. All of a sudden, it got really loud. Man, oh man, they got the jokers already? Jeez. Greedy little buggers. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Oh man. Come on. Oh my gosh. These robots are so, oh my gosh. They're just unbelievable. What the heck? Okay, we can squeeze in one more. They win so much. Okay, west south pair. 3, 7 and bams, 3, 5, 7 and cracks, 1, 4, 7, 9 and dots. We have 2 3s and 3 7s. I think I would play an odd hand. Let's let the west go with the 1 and the 4. Okay, there's a 1, 3, 5. We do have a hand in here. 1, 3, 5 crack, 7 bam, 9 dot. Let's let the south go with the 3. 7 bam. South can go. There's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Rather play with real people. Yeah. Big odd news. Oh, I didn't think about that. Let's see. 5, 7, 7, 9. South, 8, 3. I was thinking the 5th hand down under odds, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. We have no gaps. The news, we have only a south. I let the winds go already. We should keep going. Maybe we can keep the winds and see if 5 comes in, but we've got to be able to pass. It's just not quite working though. 1 south, 8 can go. 7 dot. We have 3, 2, 7, 9. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I would just let the south go. 7. Okay, we have 4 discards and a pair we don't need. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. This is the 5th hand down, excuse me, on the right.
6, 6,
On the flowers already.
5,
Crazy. Okay. We need a pung of flowers. Okay, let's calm. You do have to be aggressive with these robots. We need a flower. Oh, we need to calm. Okay, we need a flower. No gaps is better. Yeah. We did get a lot of wins. No. We need a flower. Joker will do. Joker. Okay, we need a flower. There. Okay, we got one. Oh, these robots. Holy cow. I think we could do a speed round. Are you ready for it? Would you like to do a speed round? Yes or no? I suppose if you don't want to do a speed round, you can find your exit stage left. Let's say that. Exit stage left. Here we go. We're going to go super fast. 9 crack pair, 8, 9 of some kind, 8, 9 of some kind. South, 3, 4. Actually, let's do the 5. Okay, we got a 6 south, maybe a 3, 6, 9 hand. 3, 6, 9 here, or like numbers with 9s. East, 8. Okay, so we have 9s, 3, 6, 9. Let's let the, oh, I don't do that. No, we're not going to do like numbers pass like that. No. 8, 4, 5. Okay, there's a 9. East, 4, 3. I'm thinking like numbers with 9s. West, 8, 3 can go. All right, so we have, oh yeah, we can pass 3, East, 4, 6. I would probably play the like number hand with dragons. Okay, ignore. Let's let the ear tile go. Ignore. Nope, we're not going to do anything yet. We're just going to hoard. 2 can go. Flower. Okay, now we have 3 flowers. Third hand. I still think I would probably go for the dragon hand, the concealed dragon hand. 9 bam. We need a Kong in here before we commit to the second hand down. Okay, now hold on. Dragon. We could Kong the 9 crack. Kong the 9 bam. Pair, Kong. Huh. Dragon. No, I'd rather play the concealed hand, I think. I don't think it was strong enough to commit. Hold on. Oh no, we have an extra flower. I was thinking we're in between the first hand and the concealed hand, but we have an extra flower. We need one more good pick. We need a dragon or a 9 or a joker. No. Well, our hand is not strong enough. Okay, so now we're ready on any 9 or a red dragon for the concealed like number hand. So that would be it. Let's just make sure. So we have that. 9 crack would go there. This dragon would be a pung. And this would help us with our 9 dot. So 1, 2, 3, Mah Jongg. So we got it. Like numbers with dragons, concealed like number hand. Oh my goodness, these robots. We did get a few wins in, but man, oh man, they are just aggressive. These robots are. It is better to play with humans, I think. I like playing with humans. AI can be helpful, but they're formidable. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Thank you for the feedback on the presentation. I can't wait to watch this back and refine it and call it done. And I'm ready for my 2 gigs. One of the gigs is in, I think, July. And then the other one is in November, I believe, or December. Is it December? I think December is when we're going to La Jolla. So we'll be ready to go. We're ready plenty early. So that's good. It's a good thing. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. We'll be back again tomorrow for the members only Let's Play live stream. If you're free, join us 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern time. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you check your little gray bell. Sometimes YouTube will deselect that. And I don't know why they do it, but they do. So just check it to make sure that you don't miss out on any notifications. And you won't miss an opportunity to learn a new strategy or pick up an insight to the game that could give you an advantage at the table. Between now and the next video, may all your picks be keepers.